In a world obsessed with sharing every detail of our lives, there's something incredibly powerful about choosing to disappear. Not in a literal sense, but in the way we move, think, and act. The more you put your life on display, the more people feel entitled to drag you down. It's a natural sociological phenomenon. People are curious creatures, often more interested in critiquing than supporting. So, why not step back? Disappearing isn't about isolation. It's about focusing on your growth in secret, away from the noise. 1. Embrace silence. The first step to disappearing is to embrace silence. Stop talking about your plans, your dreams, or your progress. Your mouth can be your biggest betrayer, spilling details that others don't need to know. The more you talk, the more you expose your vulnerabilities. Instead, let your actions speak for themselves. Silence can be your most powerful ally, allowing you to move in ways that others can't anticipate. To truly disappear, you must get comfortable with keeping things to yourself. This includes not just your goals, but also your struggles. It's tempting to seek validation or sympathy from others, but in the end, the only opinion that matters is your own. Learn to catch your thoughts before they leave your mouth. This might sound simple, but it's a skill that takes practice. Over time, you'll notice a shift. People will begin to see you as a mystery, someone who is focused and driven, yet unreachable. This is a good thing. When you no longer feel the need to share every detail of your life, you gain a certain power. You become the author of your own story, not swayed by the opinions or judgments of others. 2. Cultivate self-reliance. Disappearing is as much about physical withdrawal as it is about mental reprogramming. You need to cultivate a mindset where you no longer care what others think. This is easier said than done. Society conditions us to seek approval, to conform to expectations. But when you care too much about what others think, you lose sight of your own desires and goals. To truly disappear, you need to become self-reliant. Start by identifying the person whose opinion matters most, your own. Imagine this person as a separate entity, a version of yourself that you are constantly striving to impress. What would this version of you think about your actions today? Would they be proud, happy, motivated? By focusing on your own approval, you detach yourself from the need to please others. This is not about becoming selfish or uncaring. It's about prioritizing your growth. The opinions of others will start to matter less and less, allowing you to move more freely toward your goals. The more you cultivate this mindset, the less you'll feel the need to justify your actions to anyone but yourself. 3. Keep your plans close. Ambition is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it drives you to achieve great things. On the other hand, it can lead to premature sharing of your plans, which can dilute your motivation. There's a certain satisfaction in telling others about your grand ideas, but this satisfaction is fleeting and often counterproductive. To disappear effectively, you need to keep your plans close to your chest. Treat your goals like precious secrets, only revealing them when absolutely necessary. Every time you share your plans with others, you risk losing a bit of the momentum that drives you. Imagine that each time you talk about your goals, you lose 5% of your motivation. Over time, these small losses can add up, leaving you with less energy to actually achieve what you've set out to do. Instead, focus on building your plans quietly. When you need advice or guidance, seek it from a trusted source. But be selective about what you share. The less others know, the more you can move freely without the burden of outside expectations. This doesn't mean you can't seek help, but do so with precision and intent. Share only what is necessary and then retreat back into your work. 7. Obsess over your goals. Once you've set your targets, revolve your life around achieving them. Every waking hour should be dedicated to crushing it. This may sound extreme, but to achieve something truly remarkable, you need to be obsessed. This is your one shot at life. Make it count. This doesn't mean you have to work 24/7, but it does mean that everything you do should be intentional. Your actions, your environment, your routines, they should all support your goals. If something doesn't contribute to your success, it's a distraction. Consider rearranging your life to better support your objectives. Move closer to the gym, join classes that teach you the skills you need, and time box your day to ensure you're making steady progress. By aligning your life with your goals, you create an environment where success becomes inevitable. 8. Reprogram your mind. Disappearing isn't just a physical act, it's a mental one as well. To thrive in the shadows, you need to reprogram your mind. You need to learn to love the process of disappearing, of working in silence, and of crushing it without recognition. This shift in mindset won't happen overnight. It will feel strange at first, maybe even uncomfortable, but over time, you'll start to enjoy the solitude, the focus, and the freedom that comes with not being seen. You'll find satisfaction in knowing that you're working towards something great, even if no one else knows it yet. Reprogramming your mind is about embracing the challenge and finding joy in the journey. It's about seeing every setback as a setup for a comeback, and every obstacle as an opportunity for growth. The more you embrace this mindset, the more you'll find that you don't need external validation. The only validation you need is your own. 9. Reappear only if you want to. Once you've completed your transformation, the urge to reappear will be strong. You'll want to show the world what you've achieved, to share your success with those who doubted you. But here's the thing. If you've done this right, you won't need to reappear. You'll have become so comfortable in the shadows, so at peace with your own company, that the need for external recognition will have faded away. You'll have transformed into someone who is driven by internal goals, not external praise. If you do choose to reappear, do it on your terms. Let your actions speak for themselves. But if you find that the shadows have become your home, that's okay too. There's a certain peace that comes with living a life that's true to yourself, unburdened by the expectations of others. 10. Keep pushing forward. Disappearing isn't a one-time thing. It's a way of life. Even after you've achieved your goals, keep pushing forward. Set new targets, challenge yourself in new ways, and continue to grow. The more you embrace the process of disappearing, the more you'll find that it's not about the destination. It's about the journey. You'll discover that life in the shadows is not just about avoiding the spotlight. It's about finding a deeper sense of purpose. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. Not for the approval of others, but for the satisfaction of knowing that you've given your all. In the end, disappearing is about reclaiming your power. It's about taking control of your life, your goals, and your destiny. So, step back, embrace the shadows, and watch as you transform into someone who is not just successful, but truly fulfilled.